like I said, with all these jobs and businesses and shit, they always have these now hiring signs up and shit, and they don't want to hire people. They don't want to hire people, and they sit back and they have these signs up, um, like they want to. And you go up in there, and then I went up in there, and they're not hiring. So it's like I don't understand America. I don't understand the businesses because it's like, why even have the hiring sign out there if you're not going to hire whoever comes into the business? And I understand like qualifications and shit, but at some point you got to give a person a chance, man. At some point you just got to put them on and let them learn the ropes and train them when they get there. Maybe they don't have the qualifications. Okay, well, they can get the qualifications while they're at the job. But I got that now hiring sign of the I don't remember if it was a McDonald's, I don't know. But whatever place I was in, I got the hiring sign and I balled that shit up and I threw it in the trash because I realized it's bullshit. A lot of the businesses and jobs in America are straight up bullshit, man. They have these now hiring signs. They try to pretend like they treat their citizens decent, but the truth is, man, they just see us as fucking dogs, bro, as animals. Like, they just work us like cattle. Yeah, they see us just like cattle. They treat us like cattle. Um, they don't really care for us like that. Like, there's this video on YouTube where he's talking about the the false freedom that we have. That we really live in a totalitarian society, but it's disguised by freedom because the video says that basically that if you have livestock in a cage, then it will produce a lot less milk and produce. If you put a cow in a cage, it'll produce a lot less milk. If you put them all in like a herd in a cage or a fence, and if you put a bunch of pigs in a cage, then they're not gonna produce more pigs, more litter, and more pigs for you to slaughter for bacon and for food. And if you put a bunch of chickens in a cage and sit, they're not gonna really make as many eggs and as many chickens. Why? Because they know that they're being caged, and they know that they're caged up. And under those type of environments, strict environments, livestock produces less meat in an enclosed environment when they know that they are slaves essentially. But the video says that if you if you put the cows and the chickens and the pigs in an open environment, and they will eventually believe that they are free, and then they will produce more meat for the former because they believe that they are free now. And you put pigs and chickens out in the open field where they can't see the cages and the fences, then they produce more meat. Yeah. But see, the thing is that's the trick. There's still a cage and a fence. It's just the fence and the cage is far out in the distance where they can't see it, 50, 60 miles away. So they don't know that they're being enslaved. They don't know that they live in a totalitarian ism. I think it's totalitarian. Yeah, totalitarian society or whatever. They don't know that they live under complete control and that they're slaves. The reason they don't know that they're slaves is because they can't see the fence. But there is still a fence, And that's why I get back to my point here, that America pretends like we're free and that they believe in freedom. But the truth is that the jobs are kind of like disguises, because somebody controls who gets what job. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your qualifications is or what the signs say, fate, God, whatever. At the end of the day, somebody else chooses the job that you get. Somebody else chooses your fate. Because, well, somebody even chooses your lifestyle, because money is everything, especially in America. Capital is everything. So whatever type of capital you make, that's the type of lifestyle you're gonna have. So if you make very poor money, if you're like poverty level, then you're gonna either be like homeless on the streets, or you're gonna be like in some like shack of an apartment, in like a studio apartment. And if you know, like I'm gonna say poor medium class, you probably do a little bit better. You might get you a decent apartment, maybe a 1 bedroom. And then now let's say that you medium class, you can get you a 2 or 3 bedroom nice apartment, medium class. And then there's upper middle class. And then you can maybe get you a house, a nice big house. And of course you got rich people. And all those positions, obviously the rich are at the top, and then the poor or poverty is at the very bottom. And that's what you're really dealing with. But see, somebody controls the job that you get. Somebody hires you. So that all comes back to the stuff that I was saying, that regardless of how America try to pretend like it's free or that it's a good country, at the end of the day, they're just like the Nazis, man. It's just disguised as freedom. This is not freedom. Somebody else controls the laws that you follow. You don't get to make your own laws. Somebody else also controls the job that you have. Somebody has to hire you, so that's not under your control whether you get a job. If a woman chooses to marry you or to sleep with you or to be in a relationship with you, that's her choice. You don't really live in freedom. I mean, it's disguised as freedom. Like I said, it goes back to that video that he's talking about, the nature of the cage. It goes back to that video where the livestock believe that they're free and they will produce more meat because they're in an open environment. And see, the farmers know this. That's the reason why they have an open environment instead of a chicken coop, instead of a cage for the livestock. It's because the farmer knows that the animals will see that they're enslaved, and they'll also see that they will make and produce a lot less meat because they are enslaved. And that's where the idea come up of the farmer, to put them out in the open. Not because they care about the livestock, not because it's better for the livestock, or because they have their well-being in mind, but the reason why the farmer puts them in an open field environment is because he knows that he can produce more meat and he can get more money out of livestock if it believes that it's free. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video.